Hello and welcome to the latest edition of Bottom Line. In this episode, we are going to discuss the budget, the ninth budget presented by India's Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman, who has created a history, first woman in India or perhaps in the world to give a nine budget in a row. What does this budget mean? Does it have more economics or more politics? Are the states ruled by the opposition party complaining rightly or wrongly? Do they have the case? Or it was meant only to keep some people happy so that votes can be collected during the next assembly election? With me, as usual, is my colleague Shankkar Aiyar. Both of us discuss more politics of the budget, economics of it. Shankkar, everybody has discussed the economics of it. Newspapers are full of economics of it. So who got what kind of duty, who is going to benefit from it. But nobody has discussed in detail the politics of the budget. Because politics of the budget is more important because budget is also supposed to give some kind of a political message. They oblige some states, they favor some state, they disfavor some state. Do you find there is some political message also in this budget which our Nirmala ji has presented for the ninth time? First ever woman given 9 budget consecutively in anywhere in the world, I think.
Yes.
So this budget has lost its sheen anyway because nobody takes that much of interest in budget because there are no duties imposed, nothing happens which used to be much earlier. There used to be war between Reliance and Bombay dying all the time. There are no such things happening in the budget. Yet it has become the day in the calendar of every corporate house and political parties. Do you think what is there in this which is you can call a big political message?
So first, Prabhu, there is still corporate interest. As you know, people scan the budget to see whether Jindal ko kya mila, Ambani ko kya mila, Adani ko kya mila, and Mahindra ko kya mila. That is there, but it is not as intense as it was in the 80s and 90s when we used to write about these things. So at a political sense, Prabhu, and this is a question that you would probably be able to answer better. For the first time, I have seen a budget where agriculture as the farmer, the cereal cropper, the sharecropper, they are not visible in the budget. It is more about coconuts and cocoa and walnuts and almonds and stuff like that. Now, obviously, all of that is aimed at some political constituency where the states are going for election. But I would like you to sort of explain as to how did they manage to sort of miss out on the agriculture and the farmer or less? Otherwise, normally, budgets would have 6-7 paragraphs about how much credit has been given, how much they have got output and Kisan credit. The word Kisan credit is not visible only in the budget. What is happening?
No, you're right. The question is you have been writing and I have been writing for the last 30, 40 years. There has to be always a headline for the budget. It's a dream budget, it's farmer budget, it's a middle class budget, wow budget, that kind of thing we used to give. I don't find that kind of heading anywhere. Any newspaper could not think of a proper heading. पर कभी बार देन आई से समथिंग कभी खुशी कभी गम होता है इसमें ना खुशी भी नहीं है गम भी नहीं है ये बजट अच्छा है कि इसमें गंदा कुछ नहीं है खराब कुछ नहीं है तो पॉलिटिकल मैसेज इसमें ना खुशी ना गम ये बजट अच्छा है कि इसमें खराब कुछ नहीं है लुकिंग एट द पॉलिटिकल मैसेज आई कम बाय स्टेट बट इफ आई से कि भाई अच्छा है इसमें कुछ नहीं है खुश इसलिए आप कह सकते हैं कि बजट अच्छा इसलिए कि इनकम टैक्स नहीं बढ़ाया इसलिए अच्छा है बढ़ सकता था ये बजट अच्छा है इसलिए कि इसके अंदर आपने ऐसी कैलकुलेशन कर दी छोटा सा टैक्स लगा दिया जिसको एसटीटी और व्हाटएवर दे वांट टू से जो सटोरी है हमारे बदमाशी करते मैनिपुलेट करते मार्केट को गिर गई आज फिर बढ़ गई दूसरी बात है बट हैज कम टू द लेवल व्हिच वाज यस्टरडे तो मार्केट भी गिर गई इसके अंदर सोना भी गिर गया तो सब चीजें हैं अब सबसे अच्छा आप कह सकते हैं अच्छा भी है कि अब बाहर जाना है आपको तो आपके ऊपर 5% जो कटता था टैक्स काट लेते जाने के लिए 20% काट लेते वो भी बंद कर दिया अच्छा इसलिए भी कि आपका चॉकलेट सस्ता हो जाएगा आपका पास्ता सस्ता हो जाएगा आपका इंपोर्ट करते
but I mean I agree that besides the focus or lack of focus on agriculture and farmers there is an appearance or at least sort of optics is being given that this is about middle class because all this taxes on foreign travel, education. A lot of it is what middle class has been sort of looking at, and the assistive devices, people who are handicapped or ailing or aged, all those programs are there. Those are all middle class, but it is still a budget that is caught in the smog of Delhi, because you can't make out what exactly, who it is addressing beyond, as you rightly said, the poll bound states. And the poll bound states have been mentioned. There is clear indication of who's sort of been given what kind of, or at least there is connectivity. So there is freight corridor, new one from Surat.
Let us go by state by state. Let us go by state instead of putting it together. Like Mamata Banerjee was the first to react. मेरा तो West Bengal का नाम ही नहीं लिया budget में. I have not heard the budget, so I don't know whether the name is there or not. I don't think West Bengal name was even mentioned. Normally they mention all that time.
They have not given a single paisa to Bengal. Only one tax is there, GST. They are taking away our money, are saying big talk. They are giving us money. It is our money. Now only one tax is there. What they are collecting from Bengal, they are not giving our food funds. We will get about more than 2 lakh crores from the central government. So they don't have any moral authority to run the government and to finish the country like this.
What have West Bengal got in this? What they expecting? What were they expecting from this budget? Maybe most of them now expect the railway budget has been given up. So the railway budget is also built in the budget itself. Have they got a special corridor? Have they got a special lines, conversion of a single line into double line? Have they got better stations? Have they got aims? Now this is a new thing. Is everybody gets a new aim. Like Patna, they got it, but there is only a gate after 5 years. They know all that you must have seen. So I'm saying West Bengal, is she right?
It's not true that they didn't get anything. I think
AIMs and they call the AIMs one broad thing which they used to give to every state. There are management institute also, Institute of Management, which has not been given to anybody. So in terms of education also, any institution not being given to West Bengal. If you go to Tamil Nadu, let us discuss West Bengal, because the election is going on in West Bengal. Have they got anything?
So
because if they want to win, sorry.
West Bengal has got something.
Like what?
It is true that West Bengal has not been named in the budget, but West Bengal has got one end of the freight corridor that is being built is Dankuni in West Bengal, and it is connected with Surat in Gujarat. Now that is, you can say Narendra Bhai and Mamta Didi ka connection hai, because Surat and Dankuni, West Bengal freight corridor. Then there is a new industrial hub that is being created in Durgapur, which is a key point of the East Coast industrial corridor. That is there. Then high-speed link Varanasi to Siliguri. Now none of these projects are being executed by the state government. All these projects will be executed by the central government, which is where I think the anger, because as you once wrote nicely, that all parties are meal ticket parties and party chiefs have to provide meals. So there is always this question, what is the fund that will come to West Bengal? And here I think is the reason why Mamata Banerjee has sort of exploded or expressed her anger that she didn't see West Bengal being named. But there are two very important projects that are coming to West Bengal. One is the industrial corridor and one is the freight corridor, and a fast train between Varanasi and Siliguri. Now one can argue why the train is from Varanasi and Siliguri, why not Howrah to some other place, why not Howrah to Bhubaneswar? Was there any consultation with the state while providing the high-speed corridor?
I can answer that question for you, because Siliguri is in Assam where the election taking place. So this clarification, and Varanasi is also Prime Minister constituency, and UP is going to the poll next year, not in this year, but this is 1 year from now they are going there. So there is a political justification because they wanted to oblige Siliguri. Therefore, they have to go back. They can't fly over Calcutta. The train can't fly over. So there was no other way. They have to go through that.
Yes.
So this is more a compulsion. What you are saying, they have given it to to Calcutta. It's not. Siliguri is not. Siliguri is near Assam, much more than that. It's part of West Bengal, but it's more near Assam. And they want to cover also what they call and Darjeeling also they want to cover up because Darjeeling is only 1.5 hours from there. So you can say it is more to compensate for the connecting. As you said, other important city could have been given that whole thing. No. So other thing we are talking about, for example, UP has got an allocation of almost 4.26 lakh crore in the budget under various schemes and marking an increase of about 34,000 crore compared to 3.92 crore allocated 25-26. Highest they have got it. So in terms of allocation of central funds, they have got, for example, share in central devolution. Out of that is 2.68 crore rupees central tax devolution. But this other expenses they have got in terms of various, for example, grants under Finance Commission recommended 20,000 crore rupees West Bengal has got. How much has UP has got? How much West Bengal? If you check it, I'm checking for you.
No, West Bengal. So the top gainers in the Finance Commission's allocations.
But there's
a very strange bunch.
Metro expansion, for example, UP got 32,000 crore rupees. That is one thing is very there. Funding for two high state feed involving UP, Varanasi, Siliguri. Allocation for urban development and three-tier city, 5,000, that is a different issue. West Bengal.
No, Prabhu. That is the important part. See, UP has the largest number of cities. It has the largest number of districts. It has the largest area. So the Tier 2 cities and Tier 3 cities program will bring much more benefit to UP than any other state.
Okay.
And that also translates into the local administrations because that is where the money will go when you're creating. And this is 5,000 crores over 5 years, whatever. And then the municipal bond scheme that has been given. So all these cities in Uttar Pradesh, every time they raise 1,000 crores, the center will give them 100 crores. So those are things that UP is naturally placed to benefit from. And on the part of the Finance Commission deal, there is much more that others have got. If you see percentage basis, there is actually a slight drop in West Bengal's share and Uttar Pradesh's share from 17.9% to 17.6%. So it's a minor drop, but on overall share, every state will get more money than the previous because the size of the GDP has gone up.
No, that is the technical explanation we can give you. But about states not getting discrimination, for example, Delhi, they have given a lot of money. The BJP state, because of technical reason of Finance Commission, population, size of the state, whatever is coming to the factor. But when Tamil Nadu says Tamil Nadu has not been given a fair deal, when West Bengal says it has not been given Tamil Nadu state, because elections always, you have seen, if you go the pattern of this government, central government, they have always been favoring the states run by the BJP in various budgets, in terms of whatever. But in this budget also, it looks like, is that correct perception?
So in terms of their approach, it is clear because they are also, the slogan is double engine government, double engine Sarkar. They go to, I mean, in Mumbai, they fought on the idea of triple engine Sarkar because the municipal corporate. Yeah. So that it is true that they focus on the elections. But if one looks at the budget, they even if the state is run by the opposition, they bring in some money to those states primarily because that is the only way they can emphasize and underline that the idea is good. So in terms of what Tamil Nadu has got is quite a lot, in the sense the rare earth corridor, which is Kerala, Tamil Nadu, and parts of Andhra Pradesh, that has come to them. And this is where the new EVs, minerals used in EVs and all will be mined. So this will create jobs in the lowest bottom of the pyramid. So that helps politicians and it will help in elections whenever it happens. I mean, I'm not saying it's happening tomorrow. Then ecological tourism, the turtle trails will pass through Tamil Nadu. Coconut plantation scheme will benefit Tamil Nadu because Tamil Nadu is a large producer of coconuts. Plus tier 2, tier 3 cities idea, because Tamil Nadu has probably the highest urbanization other than Maharashtra. So they will gain from this. So Tamil Nadu has gained. Again, all of the projects that you see here, Prabhu, are all being run by the central government. This is the other facet of the budget, that what is being promoted as the election poll bound states के लिए जो कर रहे हैं वो
I'm
all the
looking at this
states.
is central-sponsored scheme allocation funds, for example, that is more important for every state because central-sponsored schemes are also getting votes for both the parties at that time. So who
हाँ,
in case of West Bengal, this has increased only just by 8,000 crore rupees. It was 52,000 crore last year. It is going to be 60,000 this case. In case of
yes.
UP, it's much higher in terms of percentage. So central-sponsored scheme is one way of favoring your favorite state. So this is the point where comes the central sponsored seats. There are so many central sponsored seats. Even you can't count the number of days. 365 central sponsored seats must be more than 365. We have forgotten the name because every day you change the name from one name to another.
So just aside, the budget has 56 acronyms, all these ABCDs, alphabet soups, 56 of them. And
that's
how
what
people in
Congress party calls them.
government
Don't use
remember.
the acronym. Congress party, they would use the acronym budget rather than anything else. So acronyms are very much there.
Yeah. So
yeah.
What on the centrally sponsored schemes, there is at least some balance. I mean, they have to at least pretend to do something. I think where the money will also come through is a large part of the budget has been titled. One of the largest allocations is for transport. Now, this means railways and metro also. I think poll-bound states, they will need to show something happening. So the metro funding might happen. For Tamil Nadu, West Bengal is one of the oldest states to have a metro service in the country. And there,
they started metro much earlier.
Much earlier than anyone else. Yeah.
It took them a full generation to complete. That's a different issue. It will complete. But after that, no much metro has taken place
much,
there.
So now again they are promising something, and there is the pattern of the BJP central government is that they identify maximum impact. So if you see, this budget has schemes like tourism, for horticulture, rare earth corridors. All of these schemes target a certain class and caste of people. And
sorry. Instead of going, I'm just talking about politics of budget in terms of what they were expecting. For example, train corridor, a special corridor. Kerala, let's go back to Kerala now from Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu, even the central allocation scheme, also 30,000 crore rupees, not much in terms of that. And every state government is talking about their funds that are being held back. Whatever is entitled to them, lakhs and lakhs of crores are being held. I have not understood how they can hold back after allocating them. Can we discuss that? What does it mean? How they can hold back West Bengal? West Bengal money, you see that they have lakhs of crores, then they are not giving it. While other state governments which are run by BJP, they get immediate money which is due to them.
So this was part of a subject that was discussed in the standing committee of the Rural Development Ministry. And one of the reasons that they gave as to why certain states there is pending, and this happens in Manrega, and this has happened, or rather now Ramji, it happens there, and also in other programs. So the one line explanation that the secretaries or the bureaucrats give to the standing committee is that details of utilization not provided. And there have been cases where, if you remember, in one of the states, I think in Bihar, where money that was meant for one purpose was used to give the 11,000 rupees that was given to women.
Money from one department to another.
One department to another.
Yeah.
So utilization, spending, all that are all very convenient. You just have to ask for a certificate twice and 3 months are gone in government. So that is definitely a story. But the funny thing is that none of these states have so many MPs. It never comes up in parliament except in standing committee. They are doing dharna about all kinds of things. Why can't they do dharna about this? That is baffling. And the other thing, when you said that states are not getting money, in case of West Bengal, they have chosen not to have the Pradhan Mantri Kisan Yojana and have their own program. Now, the ruling in these kind of centrally sponsored schemes is very clear that you have to follow the guidelines. So obviously, West Bengal wants a different kind of guidelines, so it can't. So West Bengal has had a persistent run-in with the central government on funding. In Tamil Nadu's case, I remember that during the floods, they had asked for a certain amount of disaster management and the money never came. And the third part, which you...
Disaster management fund has been reduced in total, it seems, in this.
Yes.
They don't expect any other disaster other than political disaster.
But they will say, "Jab disaster ho jayega, we will provide for the money." But the most important thing, Prabhu, that is happening is central government, when it sources any kind of project in the states which it has to pay, there is an element of delay in the payments. Currently, central government owes thousands of crores to contractors who have done projects. I don't know what the reason is or rationale is for denying. This used to happen in the power sector, where private power producers would not be paid by either the central utility or the state utility. Now this is happening in other sections also. For instance, in the construction area. So that is definitely denying the state its due share.
No, Shankkar, I'm looking at the total allocation again. Coming with Tamil Nadu, for example, has got 39 MPs. It has got a total allocation of 1,02 crores, including the central funds and whatever. But interesting part is Assam, which sends only 14 MPs and very little population, got 82,000 crore rupees allocation. 82,000 crore, which is going to the poll, which includes special packages for regional development.
So Assam comes under, Assam comes under that hilly states and border states thing also, so they get the extra money. Plus, a number of states have complained that the BJP ruled states get easier grants and not the non-opposition ruled states.
You can give any excuse to give the money to them. That's a different issue altogether. Like Kerala, for example, they wanted Shashi Tharoor to save the special corridor and fast track trains. Kerala is much more transport requirement because it has only expanding vertically. It has no horizontal expansion. They don't land. But Kerala, they have not given the train as whatever they wanted it. So if they want to give a train, they can give it to UP, to Siliguri, but they are not giving it to Kerala. It means there is a political message there. Okay, we'll not give you the money. Even for the metro, there was not enough money there.
Of course. And there is, one can argue that there is economic rationale in some of the the location of the high-speed projects. But the economic rationale doesn't work in all the places. For instance, there is a train from Mumbai to Pune. Now, this is supposed to be the connector to the Ahmedabad-Mumbai bullet train. It's another matter. The bullet train is still another 2 years away at least. So
but
this connectivity...
has economic justification. At the moment, when Prime Minister made a statement, it will not be used by many people. I read in the newspaper. So what you are saying, there has to be economic rationale. But there's no public transport. Only public transport means public rationale. Whether it's required for people in Switzerland connect the train where only one village, there only 100 people live, but the train goes there.
But if you look at it, Prabhu, like this, that this project will be done with public taxpayers' money and airports are being built by taxpayers' money. Now, this high-speed train will render either the airlines or the airport down because it's a much better way to travel if it's high-speed. Now, the governments in the center and the state have to decide which part. For instance, if they had a high-speed train between Hyderabad, Chennai and Bangalore, it makes sense because these three cities are connected in IT, in pharma, in automobile and all. Similarly, if Mumbai, Pune and Surat were connected, it makes sense. There is a triangle, the cluster development can happen. Similarly, in if Bhubaneswar or Cuttack was connected to Kolkata, it makes sense. There is no, one of the things this government does not do is that it never explains why a certain destination was chosen or a certain project is being done in one place. I want to know, for instance, what is the scientific document that they relied upon to create the rare earths corridor only in Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, and Kerala? How do we know that rare earths are not there in the Deccan Plateau or in Madhya Pradesh, which is where the diamonds and gold are? Madhya Pradesh produces diamonds and gold. So arguably, intuitively, we can say that that is where rare earths also might be there. There is no explanation.
No, even this rare earth corridor, fast track corridors, these are all connected with the people moving from Varanasi. Varanasi is important because it's the prime minister constituency. And Siliguri is part of the northeastern state because it is connected with Darjeeling and whatnot. So I'm trying to understand the politics of this budget in terms of state allocation. From the state allocation, it looks like BJP states have got, in the name of regional development, in the name of rare earth, or what you want to call it, whatever. Andhra Pradesh is also NDA government. And Chandrababu Naidu has got the maximum money, the special packages and whatever, he got it. There's something else. Yeah.
In fact, some of the customs related and export related provisions that have been made in the budget are directly about Andhra Pradesh. Okay, I mean, I'm not grudging that because fisher folk in Andhra Pradesh, the marine products people, have been hurt maximum by the tariff imposed by US, and they have had to struggle to find new markets. So they have created that, if you fish some very interesting stuff, if you fish in international waters and the fish directly goes to another place, it will be treated as exports. This is something that was never done before. So these kind of things, special attention has been given. So that shows that, the power of the support that NDA is giving. In the same way, before the Bihar elections, if you remember, there was this. But since Bihar, there is no election, there is not much mention of Bihar getting anything in this budget.
But one thing is very clear in this, we're discussing, even we could not find much politics in that because it is all just a budget. It's a collection of some information, put some statistics together, because they're not, everybody is making a statement. After that, there's not much protest or support. No state is saying, I'm very happy. No state saying, I'm not happy. They just make it. That's what I'm saying. Na khushi na gum. That is what is reflecting it out. So this budget, as we are trying to conclude in terms of that, this budget is just an exercise of accounting, which is a courtesy which they have to fulfill. This is a convention which they have to do. And Nirmala Tai has created a history by presenting the budget, which has created a history that it has no big message.
I get one of the things that I mentioned is that this budget is like somebody said that their car was not functioning well. So the car was being given and people expected that they will get a new car, a Ferrari or something. But the car only went into the service station. It probably got washed a bit and has come back. Now, how long this car will run or how well it will run will depend in the next few months what happens to the economy.
So the election, because elections are still 3 weeks away from announcement. Next 3 weeks will reflect anyway Prime Minister going from one state to another, state government chief is also going from one district to another, inaugurating, laying the foundation stones for more new projects or opening the projects which have been laid earlier. So
or inaugurated projects. You remember we had once before the 2004 election.
If you look at the macro picture, it's not pro-farmer, it's not anti-middle class, it's not pro-industry, it is not pro-international trade. There have been some kind of things done to offset the tariff damage, and there has been some effort to keep everybody happy so that nobody can cry. Middle class will keep crying because they are paying almost 25% of the total revenue. If you look at it, corporate tax, income tax, 24% is coming from the middle class. If you remove the GST, almost 42% of the money is coming from the pocket of the middle class.
And they have been given some small lollipops that if you go abroad, we will charge you.
Spend a little more money and go to the Eiffel Tower, or you go somewhere else and watch it, or go to Thailand. Thank you, Mr. Shankkar. We were discussing. That's what we thought. This budget is the first budget, I think, in our history where both of us couldn't find a common headline. What is that? It's what? Pro forma, nothing. It's a dream budget, not a dream budget. You have written 20 cover story with the budget headline. I have done also reporting, but I don't find to describe this budget. It's anti-opposition, pro-opposition, pro-BJP, anti-BJP. You can't figure this out. Only the next year we'll know what is good or bad. Thank you, Shankkar.
Thank you.
Thank you.